I've created this symmetrical butterfly design, and I'd like to show you how to create something similar. In order to begin, we're going to look at some pictures of butterflies, and we're going to practice drawing them in our sketchbook. When I look at my butterflies, the photographs, I've noticed that the wings are really wide. So sometimes people draw small little wings, but butterflies need nice long wings to help them flutter through the air. Some butterflies have really beautiful designs that are symmetrical, which means that the two designs are mirror images of one another. They're exactly the same, only flipped. Once we've had some time to practice in our sketchbook, we're going to draw our butterfly on our final piece of paper. I'll begin by folding my paper in half to find the middle. And I'm going to use a crayon so that you can see it. You might choose to use a pencil. Now, near the top of my paper, I'll draw a circle. And then the middle section of my butterfly. And then the tail. Butterflies have 3 sections. Next, I'll draw one of the wings. Remember, butterfly wings are nice and long, so I'm going to draw a curved line all the way out to the edge of my paper. And I can look at an actual photograph of a butterfly to see what this looks like. I'll bring it into this point where the 2 sections meet. Then I'll make another wing on the bottom. If I had to draw the same wing on the other side, it might be pretty stressful because it's hard to make the 2 sides exactly the same. But we have a little trick to make the 2 sides symmetrical. So I'm not going to worry about this side right now. Right now I can think about what sort of designs I want to add to my butterfly, and you can draw some of them ahead of time. And then if you want to just kind of let the paint do some of the designs, you can do that too. So I think I'm ready to start painting. I have my paint palette, and I'm going to just start thinking about what parts of my butterfly are going to be what colors. Maybe I'll have a couple of lines here. After painting for about 10 seconds, I'm going to take my paper and fold in half and rub it. This is my trick for making the 2 sides symmetrical. Let's take a look. Ha-ha! The paint transferred to the other side. Now, if it didn't transfer perfectly, you can go ahead and add a little bit more paint. Close and rub again. There we go. I'm going to continue this process as I decorate the wings for my butterfly. Paint for 10 seconds. Close and rub. I could even add some paint to this side if I wanted to. When I'm ready to wash out my brush, I'll take my paintbrush, rub the bristles against the bottom of the cup, wipe the bristles on the rim of the cup to dry it off a little bit. Then my paint palette might have a sponge on it, so I can just finish drying it and then choose my next color. How about this? As I was painting, I was making a conscious decision to use warm colors, or colors you see when you look at fire. You can choose a certain color scheme too. Maybe you'll choose warm colors, maybe you'll choose cool colors, or any other section on the color wheel. But then I can go back and add details to my picture using colors that were not in my color scheme. So maybe my butterfly will have some blue stripes, which will really stand out against the warm colors. I'm really happy with the design of my butterfly. I love the color scheme. I love the symmetrical design. The last step is to choose a really small paintbrush with a small tip and outline my butterfly using black. Now, this is a step that you don't have to do if you don't want to, but I think a nice outline creates a nice finished look. So I'm going to follow the same steps, paint it for a couple seconds, close and rub. If you'll notice, ooh, look at that black paint and how it really spreads out. But that's okay. I think it kind of makes it look like a more realistic and organic butterfly wing. I finished painting my symmetrical butterfly design. Now I'm going to carry it with two hands out to the drying rack. I'm going to slide it in the skinny way so that we can fit more pictures on each shelf. Remember not to close your picture on the drying rack. If you do, the paint will dry and the paper will get stuck together. So when you put your work on the drying rack, open it up, slide it in, and then come on back and we can clean up and wrap up. I can't wait to see what you create.